Hi guys, welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm E.
I'm Dee.
And today we're going to discuss Suits and Somebody's Duchess. And by Somebody's Duchess, I mean Meghan Markle. So there is an article on independent.co.uk. Title is Could Meghan Markle Return to Suits? Filming begins for LA based spinoff.
Hmm.
Are we going to see her there? What does the article say?
Okay, so this is written by Emma Guinness, and it says with filming underway for an LA spinoff of the hit legal drama Suits, some fans believe Meghan Markle could soon be returning to her acting roots by reprising her role as Rachel Zane. No longer a working royal, the Duchess of Sussex, 42, would be free to rejoin the show, which propelled her to fame in 2011. It is also worth noting that she lives in Montecito, California, meaning that she would not have to part with her family to step back into Zane's shoes. According to the new show's logline, it will center around a character called Ted Black, a former federal prosecutor from New York who has reinvented himself, representing the most powerful clients in Los Angeles. Deadline reports that Black will be played by Stephen Amell, best known for his work on the superhero series Arrow, which other notable cast members including Josh McDermott of The Walking Dead. While Markle's name has not been officially confirmed for the show, the possibility that she could appear was hinted at by her former co-star Patrick Adams at the 2024 Golden Globes. He teased to Entertainment Tonight, "Sure, Mike and Rachel in Seattle, they gotta come down to LA, they gotta fix some stuff. She's pretty popular right now," he joked of Meghan's status as a member of the royal family. "Did you hear about Meghan? I'll tell you later. If I got the phone call, I'm ready to suit up again," he added. "I love the show, I love the character, and I loved working with all these people." When announcing their decision to step down as working royals, Harry and Meghan expressed a desire to live a more financially independent life. According to reports, at one point, Markle was earning as much as $50,000 per episode of the hit legal show. While Meghan admitted that she had no plans to returning to acting, in her and Prince Harry's tell-all interview with Oprah, she did say, "Never say never." Quote, "I left Suits right after the 100th episode in 2018, she said. "I didn't think I'd ever be in the entertainment industry again. But the entire culture has changed. Streamers have changed things. The ability to create zeitgeist moments like we had in the 90s where everyone would tune in at the same time for a show or gather for one moment, that doesn't happen anymore." She then implied that rom-com storylines could pique her interest, adding, "I miss them so much. I probably watched When Harry Met Sally a million times, and all the Julia Roberts rom-coms. We need to see those again." And that, I believe, was the end of the article. So, what do we think? You look so enthused. So enthused.
When I think of Suits, which is one of my favorite shows because of Harvey Specter, of course,
Of
the love of
course.
my life. I have many of them, guys. Um, you think of Harvey Specter, you think about Louis Litt, you think about Jessica Pierce, you even think about Donna. I forgot her last name right now. Paulson. Donna Paulson. Rachel Zane is a secondary character. Granted, she was with Patrick McAdams' character. What's his name? Mike.
Right.
Mike. I
I
forgot
can
his last
remember
name.
that.
Um, but they kind of like abruptly left to Seattle, and I really didn't like that because they had a good storyline going. But again, Suits is not really about her. If anything, it's about her being privileged and going to another law school where this law firm exclusively wanted Harvard students. And
Yeah.
she managed, because she couldn't get into Harvard, to get things paid for or something, or the law firm just basically accepted her after going to another school.
Yeah.
But she, to give her credit, I initially started watching Suits way back in the day because of Meghan Markle. That's the only check mark I'm gonna give her. I'm like, she was up and coming. I like the way that she act. Even seeing it now, like a year or two ago, I'm like, okay, she was all right, but I don't think this is the move for her. I don't
Yeah.
think she belongs in this. When people think of this show, they don't think about her. They
Yeah.
think about Patrick McAdams. They think about Harvey Specter. I can't even remember his name, but I know he's Harvey Specter. They think about the secretary Donna. They think about Louis Litt, which is basically I forget his real name, but when he was at the royal wedding for Meghan and Prince Harry, we see him do like this funny face, and
Yeah.
then he's there like explaining why he had this funny face because he smelled something or whatever. So you see like this cringy face or whatever. He is like one of the persons that like drove the show to its success. We
Right.
don't really see like Meghan Markle. Like if anything, that's gonna bring attention to her that I don't think she wants. Like people are going to heavily scrutinize her for her
Right.
acting, and this was her major role, her one major role.
Right.
Does she want to come back to that? Wasn't she making jam like 5 minutes ago with AMO, ARO, ARO?
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Amos, Amos, whatever. AARO. What happened to that? That
Yeah.
was a semi launch.
Right.
Which there's some articles that have said that they're kind of disappointed in her launching of these things because it's always half assed. So why? That's what the articles say. Don't come for me, okay? So why does she want to go back to acting? Like, girl, do something else. Fashion. Stick to fashion. I know some people don't like her fashion.
Yeah.
I like her monochromatic looks. That's another check mark I'm gonna give her, and that's it. Nothing else. Take away the Duchess title. Thank you. Have a great day. What do you think?
Agree. I agree. She
Oh,
should be back.
I can't. I should be running around in circles because my best friend is agreeing with me about something Meghan Markle related.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're right. There, I don't see a point to her like going going back to the show. And from what I recall as well, she wasn't a primary character, and at the beginning she wasn't even a lawyer. So I feel like I can understand like the nostalgia, like people want like the original cast members to come back to
Yeah.
like spin-off shows and all that. I get that. But yeah, so much of her life has changed since leaving the show, and so much of her life has changed since becoming part of the royal family, whether they
Mhm.
wanted it or not. And so it would just kind of seem like a pointless thing to do ultimately because like it's not needed. I also agree that the ARO launch and all this has been disappointing because,
Also agree. Wow, I get two guys. Also agree.
well, because we're already almost in the middle of June, and this launch was what, like back in March, I think. I can't remember exactly when, but that's a really long time to go in
Yeah.
between and not have more things out about it. Like I feel like she that would have been the best time to capitalize because she had a lot of goodwill. People were interested, and then people were paying attention when her celeb friends were getting the jam and all that. There was like numerous headlines. She had a lot of goodwill at that point, whether people were hating or not. There was still some positive stuff. That would have been a great time to do it. So I don't know why there was a lack of follow through with that. Because instead, the headlines eventually became about her not going to the UK for the Invictus celebration, 10-year celebration, but actually going on the Nigeria trip, and then that whole being like a thing. So if you wanted this to be successful, the follow through should have already happened, and it hasn't. And I think that's not a good look because it gives the people that already don't like you more of a reason to dislike you. And like you said, had if she were to go back to like acting, all people would care about is that they hate her, so they're gonna like watch it, they like talk crap about her, and it could just be like a liability for a show, honestly. So it wouldn't be a good idea. And
Such a polarizing figure. And I think
yes,
it's just going to bring, well, it's going to bring attention to the show in a good
yeah,
way and in a bad way.
yeah, for sure.
It
So
would
and
suck for the new characters that are
right,
coming to the show because she's just going to draw all that attention.
yeah,
And I do want to see Arrow, Stephen Amell, do his
for
thing.
sure, for
Hmm.
sure. But I just, I mean, if she were to do like a guest spot, maybe like a quick little scene or whatever, just to kind of get that done, that's fine. But like her going back into acting, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it'd be worth it. The
Yeah.
headache and everything, it wouldn't be worth it.
Man, you guys heard it first. My bestie agrees with me. I don't even know what to do. This is the best day of my life. What's today's day?
Really cannot
June
stand.
10th.
I cannot
I'll take the win today. Guys,
stand.
let us know what you think in the comments. Should somebody's Duchess, Meghan Markle, go back into acting? Do you want to see her in Suits? What do we think about this ARO launch? Are you expecting her jams? Were you even going to buy it anyway?
Right.
Let us know in the comments. But that concludes today's episode. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends can be our friends and we can all be friends. We also have social media, which Steve will tell you about.
We are on TikTok and Instagram at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, and comment. You can also listen to the videos in podcast format via YouTube Music and Spotify.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.